To each their own. I just don't wanna. That wasn't my experience, and I don't want to have to deal with it from the outside in.
Yeah, what I'm saying is I'm jealous that it wasn't my experience.
Right, right.
Like,
I'm really not. I'm like glad that I'm in that position.
shut the fuck up, bro.
I am, bro. I am. I
You,
think it would have made me not the best version of myself.
yeah, but I mean, who gives a fuck about the best version of yourself when you have a
I do.
fucking inheritance or a house? You know what I
I
mean?
do.
You could be 29 years old and have all of your rent paid and never have to worry about that. You know, like, that sounds delicious. That sounds
It
scrumdiddlyumptious.
sounds
You know
good.
what I mean? Like, I would eat that up. That sounds like a great life. You never struggle. You always get things. You know what I mean? Rent's paid for by daddy. Like, hell yeah. Sounds great.
Yeah,
And the
I
other thing
agree.
is, you, you have to work for everything that you get. They get to start off like if it's a race, right? Like let's say you're running around the track 4 times for a
Hmm.
mile. They're already starting at 2 miles, like 2 laps in. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like they're already ahead of you in the race. Like it sounds great.
Yeah, I think it just does something to you mentally that I'm not super thrilled about. Like, there's also this like cognitive dissonance that happens where like you have to like convince yourself that you deserve what you have, and so people do all this like mental gymnastics to make that happen. It's just not about the whole like lying to myself nonsense. It really warps your view of the world.
I think I can agree with that. I think I have met a lot of people who come from wealthy backgrounds and they do have that cognitive dissonance where they feel like they've earned it. But like,
Right, because they like
bro,
act
there's
like
nothing
that.
wrong with yeah. There's nothing wrong with being like, oh yeah, I had a head start, and I guess like it's sweet on
Right,
this side
right.
of the street. You know?
I would rather motherfuckers are just honest about it. Like, oh yeah, this is what it is. But like that's like half of it, right? Like there's a, oh, I'm about to die.
Yeah, you definitely have to have that self recognition to be like, everything that I have built is isn't
It's
just
tough
for
to
my own
build
hard
that.
work.
It's tough to build that when we live in a society that's like we like admire that like rags to riches story. Like it's like you know damn well you ain't come from no rags,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like
that's
it's hard
true.
to flex.
I
Like
think,
oh yeah, daddy's credit card. Like it's hard to flex that.
hey, bro, I'll be flexing that every time I swipe it. What you talking about? Not for me. They'd be like, how can you afford this, daddy? Get you one of them niggas. Come on, like,
Get you one of them.
step the game up.
So I need leather. The hell, I should have way more leather in there. Do I have other boxing?
What are you playing, Palwrld?
Yeah, I'm playing Palwrld. I have no space in
I
my
like
chest.
Palwrld.
Palwrld is fun. I think they had a recent update. It's pretty cool. I need like way more chest space. Can you see the stream right now?
Oh, my phone is still on the charger, so I'm not watching it.
Okay.
Um, dude, I thought it was hilarious that Pokemon was, or the company that owns Pokemon. I'm blanking on the name right now. That they have that
Is that
fish symbol.
Nintendo?
Yeah, but the Game Freak. That's what it's called. Game Freak.
Oh, okay.
Game Freak is the developers for the Pokemon video game.
Hmm.
They wanted to sue Palworld.
Okay. Honestly, I'm
And
like,
I think
if they can't sue Palworld for this, like, how is anyone able to sue anyone?
well, I think it's such a different game, bro. Like the anim like the only thing that's similar between the two of them is you're capturing animals and using them to fight.
Yeah.
Granted, some of the pals look exactly like some of the Pokemon. Like the Lucario one looks exactly like the Lucario
Lucario, right?
from yeah, but the concept of the game is completely different. Like you can't
Yeah,
give your
like
Pokemon
I've never seen a
fucking
gun in
guns.
Pokemon. Right.
Also, I've never played Power. When you deploy a PAL, you get to fight for it. Like it's not turn by turn, right?
No, it just does its own thing. I have no control over it.
Oh.
You can
Yeah,
like
it's
tell it
so
to be
different.
more aggressive or less aggressive.
I
I
think
think I
Pokemon
think
suffers
it's
from the
I think
same
it's
thing.
different enough to get a copyright pass for sure. There's definitely a
Yeah, I
difference.
agree. I think Pokemon suffers from the same thing that like the NBA, 2K games, or like FIFA slash Madden games is, where they like it's the same thing every year. The only thing that's different is the characters that you use, and
Yeah,
maybe graphics are better.
Pokemon is a worse case of that because they struggle to even like implement modern gaming mechanics and technology. Like you'll see the newest Pokemon game look like it was made in like 1920. Like, shit's absurd.
Well, I don't know. I feel like the ones that they have now on the Switch are pretty good. Like the graphics are pretty good. They look like the Legend of Zelda games.
Yeah, like alright, but like again, that's not like if you like. I'm comparing that to like your AAA titles, like what's that game? It's like Horizon something PlayStation game.
Oh, I don't think I know it.
Yeah, it's like with the robots and like the girl, like you're comparing that modern day game to like any Pokemon game, it just doesn't hold water.
Yeah, but I don't think
Whatsoever.
Pokemon's goal isn't to ever be looking like a AAA
I don't care, bro.
release.
I'm like, we're in modern times. Give me the modern tech to talk like.
Yeah, but like the whole thing is based off of like anime,
What is
and it's
that,
like
bro? What is it?
it needs to kind of keep that cartoonish style. I feel like the same way that you're never going to see Mario or a Legend of Zelda games look like a AAA title.
Yo, I haven't played Palwrld in that long. I have no idea where I get leather from.
You know, you can kill a pal and skin him.
Nah, I actually don't know how to do that.
Wait, really? I thought that's how you got leather.
No, I forget how you get leather. Yo,
Mm.
chat, help me out here. How do I get leather? Actually, don't remember. See, this is why I need Gentry and fucking Murph, bro.
Murph? Who's Murph?
He's Khalil's cousin.
Oh, dude, yeah. Actually, I linked up with him. I met him for the first time when I went to New York when I was back home,
Mm.
and we spent like 35 minutes talking shit about you.
Yeah. So I heard.
It was awesome. We were just like,
Nah.
yeah, George, he's mad stubborn. His head is big. That neck is working overtime.
Dude, me and Murph
'Cause-
would go at it in what's it called, Baldur's Gate.
yeah, that's what we were saying. Because it's funny because you guys are always going at it. You guys game with each other all the time.
Yeah. Nah, cause like my entire approach to Baldur's Gate was like, if the NPCs don't do what we say, we kill them, and he was not about that life.
Dude, I don't know if I could play Baldur's Gate because I know it's like you only have one character. When the character dies, you're done, or whenever you're done playing the game, you're done,
Well,
right?
people can like revive you, and
Yeah,
also you
but
can like make multiple playthroughs. Is there a chest in here?
mm, but not with the same exact character, right? Like if
I
you
mean,
die and you don't get revived, you have to
you can,
create a new.
yeah, but you can make them look like the exact.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that you gotta get all those skills back.
Yeah, you gotta get those.
Yeah, that's tough.
I dead
I
ass.
would
Yo,
cry.
chat, help me out here, bro. Do your job. Like, how do I get leather, bro?
Here, I'll Google it.
My goal is just to yell at the chat. That's how I get the followers. Yell at the ooh, fire crossbow. Like, I knew how to do all these things, and then I forgot because I got off the game like weeks ago.
Oh, all right. I got an answer. Leather can be obtained when catching and defeating certain pals, such as fox parks, huax, rubies, bixies, chillettes,
There's no way to
univolts.
manufacture leather though.
I mean, this is what Google's telling me.
Should be a way to
I
make
mean,
it.
if you farm those pals, you can do it.
I might have to go
They,
get your body.
yeah, so here's the ones that you want to go find: Fox Parks, Fuwax, Rubies, Vixies, Chillets, Univolts, Verdasks, and if you farm them, they have a higher drop rate for leather.
Bro, my Nightwing's so good.
Okay, I'm gonna hop on TikTok, see if I can find you live. Your slice. Oh, what?
Sheep wouldn't have leather. Oh, damn, that guy died for no reason. Full game. I need to do you quickly.
Your tag is slice of life, right?
Yeah, that's my name.
Okay. Oh, I found you.
Oh, it's not slice of life, it's slice of my life. A play on
Oh.
slice of life.
Oh, I can see you right now.
My PC is so loud. Chad, where do I get leather, Chad? Help your boy out, man. Where's my guy, what's his name? Chava, yo Chava. Pull up. Where do I get leather from, Chava? Is that alive? Oh shit. My fault, game. Oh, Fox Park. Yo, come here, bro. I need your leather. Also, Foxy got leather. Come here. Not enough stamina. I didn't get my stamina up. I didn't hit the gym.
Wait, what? Try to catch it?
Why? I don't need you.
Because then you can farm them.
Can I farm them?
Yeah.
No, I already have a Fox Park. Oh, I did get leather from that. Yeah, but nah, there has to be a way to like, get leather other than doing it. I like used to do that. I just don't remember how.
Not
Go like how to like manufacture, like Google how to make leather in Palwrld.
that's what I did, and what people say online is you can farm them if you catch the right pals. What do you mean? Because you can make them mate, right?
Yeah, but that's not gonna make them make leather, and like it takes like a lot. It's not a simple endeavor to make them mate.
Yeah, but what I was seeing online is you can get a couple of these pals, make them mate, and create a farm and use that farm to get the leather. Like as you get younger ones, you kill the older ones and get take their leather because they drop it at a higher rate.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, was that what I was? Nah, I mean, that definitely isn't what I was doing before to get leather. But now I'm thinking like, did I just obtain leather from killing pals? Because I had leather, and I feel like it wasn't all from killing pals. I'll just go back to my basics.
It'd be cool if Palwrld was co-op. That'd be mad fun.
It is. You could join right now.
Well, I mean, I can't. I don't have anything to game on, but
Yeah, but like anyone else could.
yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
No, it's lit.
So, have you found other people in the streaming space that you've been talking to at all?
No, not really. Like I haven't watched any other streamers. Like I will eventually, but like I said, I'm really just trying to get my bearings to figure this stuff out in a way that's like, all right, I know everything I want to do and how to do it before I really get in there. It's. I'm not trying to do too many things at once. I'm already doing too many things.
No, I mean, I understand that part. You don't want to spread yourself too thin. But don't you think it'd be kind of helpful if you met other people who are streamers and they can give you the tips and tricks that work for them?
No, not really. All this shit is online, bro. I've watched like tons of videos. That's essentially the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, everything is online, but getting other people's first-hand experience on things that work for them, things that... I guess, but it's not the same as talking to somebody that you know, like, and you get to collab with them, right? Like if you find somebody who has like 1,000 followers rather than like a big ass streamer, you can collab with them, play Palwrld with them, or Helldivers.
Yeah, that's fair. Hold on, I'm gonna do a sound check.
Oh, I was just on there. It sounds good.
John said he'd be here in 10 minutes. That 10 minutes is really stretching.
Uh,
Damn, bro. All right, well, I repaired the thing I needed to repair, so I guess it's fine. But I sworn there was a way I got better somewhere else. See, this is why I need Gentry and Murph, because they, honestly, they just did all the like heavy lifting. I would just like order them around, and they would do the heavy lifting. Which is like so better for me.
oh, dude, I miss Gentry.
And Gentry's a good guy.
He's a good dude. A good dude.
Yeah, he like doesn't want to play games with any of us. And it's annoying.
Why?
I think it's because we get on his nerves. We give him a hard time. He's very absent-minded.
Dude, one of my favorite things is when I went to Montreal once, we paired Gentry and Richard as a group to not lose each other, and they lost each other immediately.
Yeah, whoever did that was not looking out for their best interest.
No, because when we went to Montreal, we had a buddy system, so everybody had a buddy that they had to stick with and not lose. I had Yushan, Pinky, and Issa were one. I think Khalil and Jason. Or maybe Khalil wasn't on that trip. I don't think Khalil was on that one. But and then we put Richard and Gentry together, and we were like, we know what we're doing here. We we're sending these boys up to failure.
Alright, I'm about to make some spears. And go hunting. Hear that, chat? We're going hunting. So who's this? Oh, somebody's like coming at my neck on kick. They said what they said. They said, "Hey, why are you playing a kids game? Worst streamer I've seen tonight." Bye. That's tough. Man is mad, bro. Go get a life.
That's a dumb sentiment, bro. Like,
yeah, I'm like,
I still play Mario. I play Mario Kart and not Mario Odyssey.
Playing a kids game. That's a. I'm not even gonna humor that. Yo, what's your name? Single Draft Steve. Yeah, Single Draft Steve. I don't know who hurt you, bro, but like, hey, take it easy, dog. I'm not
Also, Kick is a
cesspool.
If you're on Kick, if you're watching on Kick, you're there to watch criminals. Obviously, a guy playing video games isn't gonna be the thing for you.
Yo, Logie, this is Palwrld, bro. It's like the Pokemon clone, where like you can strap guns to the Pokemon and all that. Right now, I'm trying to make some like basically like master Pokeballs to go catch some like high level Johns. You know what I'm saying? Alright, let's see how we're doing. What's up?
You got me gaming again. I'm about to fire up the Switch and throw on some Mario Odyssey. I haven't played it in a couple of like a month or two.
Bro, I'm still waiting. We're all waiting for the day where you get a PC, bro.
Dog, I'm waiting for the day where I have more than 10 megabytes per second.
Yeah, I don't know if that day is coming anytime soon.
Nah, dude. I agree, man. I'm not sure when it's gonna be here, but dude, my mom has better Wi-Fi in Somalia right now.
That's crazy. Yo, Kenny Boy, Twin, what's up, y'all? Thanks for dropping the follow. I'm not sure which one of y'all followed, but shout out to you for dropping the follow. If anyone else want to follow, that'd be much appreciated. Same goes for Twitch, Kick. We're on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, and TikTok right now. You should be on Facebook soon when Facebook stops being a fucking dog. Also Instagram, but I'm not sure how to get an Instagram stream. I looked it up, it wasn't conclusive. Alright, we got all our balls. Balls. They say, why are you playing a kids game? Like, not a... Bro, people are so weird, bro. Like, when you read online comments, you, like, get a sense of just how troubled so much of the world is. But people are holding on to some deep shit, bro. It's so sad.
Yeah, dude, it's impressive how people can go out of their way to hate on people in the comments. Kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, hate is one thing, but like when like the thing that gets me is like when people's like identity is just so tied to one, just so tied to one thing, and they can't perceive life outside of this identity they do themselves to because they don't even know who they are outside of that, and so they like they're super defensive over it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's funny that you say that because I feel like that's exactly how I feel about politics.
Feel about what?
I feel like that's exactly how I feel about politics.
Yeah, no, that's like most people's political like stance. They like tie their identity to their political views, and they're like, I am a this, and like this is, bro. I was I went on a date with this girl, bro, and we started. I forget how it came up, but we were talking about I don't even know what we're talking about, but somehow like Republicans and Democrats came up, and she was like, "Oh yeah, like I'm just really happy I was like raised in a place that's like." I'm not sure if she used the word progressive, but like, you know, it was a similar sentiment. She's like, I'm just glad that my parents were like Democrats because if not, I would have been like a completely different person. I'm like, yo, you're like that like turned me off right there, bro. I'm like, if your understanding of the world is like Democrats are good people and Republicans are bad people, like you're not like working
Yeah.
with that. Like I'm not. This ain't going any further.
Yeah, no, I think I agree with you on that. Like, there's good people no matter what, and there's bad people on both sides no matter what.
Right, but
but you
like,
also,
it's
yeah,
like a simple like. I
you
was just
can't.
like, bro, really? Like,
Yeah, I mean, I think there's some truth to her saying that it's nice to live in a more progressive place,
yeah,
especially if you fit
right.
under certain categories.
That was my
But
issue with this whole blanket statement of like this party is bad and this party is good. Or these
yeah,
people are
and
bad
also I
and
feel
these
like
people are good.
to think that and to think that your morals are tied to your political belief, I think is kind of crazy.
Yeah,
Like
right.
politics and morals, your morals will influence the way that you look at politics, but politics does not influence your morals.
Nah, but it often does. Like that's how people
Yeah,
like
but that doesn't mean that it's
game.
good. Is what I'm trying to get
Yeah,
at,
no, it's
right?
like it's definitely not good. It's
Like
definitely
you
not good.
can, right? Because like people could have been. I mean, like if you look at like the civil rights movement, and you look at like slavery. If you think that just because this is politically or like by the law that this is okay to do and you do it, that's not you being somebody who thinks through your morals and you decide, oh, cool, I'm
Right.
going to be doing this, or I view this in a negative light.
Well,
You're only saying it's okay because the government told me that it's okay.
right. It's like
Whereas you can be on the left or the right, but your morals shouldn't be dictated by what's allowed. It should be dictated
right.
on what you believe makes you a good person.
Well, that's the thing. People don't have a way of informing their beliefs other than like what is readily given to. Ooh, that's a big ass egg. Um, like like another way I feel like some like people I've lived with are like immature is just this like worldview of like, oh, dude, I actually this is a completely different point. How else would you? How else would you what? Yo, Logie, you got to be more specific with your questions. Are you referring to how else you would come to like a moral conclusion on things aside from the laws? Is that what you're talking about? How else would you what? Gotta be specific, Logie. Because we're bouncing from topic to topic here. But anyway, how else would you become who you are? Ah, like the name. Okay, I'm glad somebody asked the question. Thank you. Okay.
Hello?
Yo, John, what up, baby?
Yo,
All
what's
right.
good, boys? Yo,
So,
is this Dahar here?
My God, John.
yeah, this is Derek.
Yeah, what's up,
What's
bro?
good, my boy? How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Good,
Wait, hold on. Do I have? All right, wait, hold on.
good.
Cause
Yo, fill me
I
in.
have to.
What we talking about right now? What I missed?
We were talking about how you like derive your moral leanings, and like that it shouldn't come from just what the law says. But somebody asked about the name of the stream, so I want to talk about that for a second. So, the name of all my streams is called "Become Who You Are," and then I like tag on something like if I'm playing Palwrld, it'll be "Become Who You Are X Palwrld." But the reason it's called "Become Who You Are" is because I feel like, and the whole point of this channel is like when we're born, we are this like what I see as a pure version of ourselves, a version of ourselves uninformed by the biases and prejudices and like all the things of the world, right? Like we haven't been influenced by those things yet, and so we are the most pure versions of ourselves. And as we grow up, these things inform our behavior. We are told the world is this way, the world is that way. We should look at things either this way or that way, look at people this way or that way. And that shapes who we become. But I don't think that is our most authentic self. And I think a lot of people go through life trying to discover who they are outside of those things. When people like some people like go on like some like foreign journey, and like that's not what we are, bro. Some people go on some like journey to like find themselves or like travel to experience different cultures to like get like a more holistic like view of life and blah blah blah. So no, Logie, we are not simply this collection of our experiences and our surroundings. I believe we are more than that, and I think the only way somebody can truly be who they are is that they have to be intentional about searching for that person outside of all these things. Like, am I somebody who, like, I don't know, let's say I, like, hate fat people. Do I hate fat people because my grandmother, like, always shit on fat people when I was growing up? Or do I hate fat people because there's, like, something about me that hates fat people? It's probably because my grandma shitted on fat people while I was growing up. So, like, at a very impressionable age, I was getting fed that message, and so I came to believe that to be true. So, is it that
But
that's who I
isn't that a
am?
part of the collection of your experiences?
That's a part of the collection of your experiences, and that's what I'm saying. I'm like there is more to us than simply the collection of our experiences, and I think it's incumbent upon each of us to figure out what that is, and that's what "become who you are" means. Since you asked.
And yo, can I interject? So you know, like Future, the rapper. You know, like how he's just came out with an album with Metro Boomin.
Yo,
People will go
actually,
back
I
to
didn't know that, but I want to
his.
listen to it.
All right, so people will go back to his mixtapes and be like from like way before, and
Uh,
they'd be like, "Yo, this shit's fire." That little speech you gave,
mm.
they're gonna go back to your mixtape when you're a politician. They're gonna go back to this shit and they'll be like, "Yo, this is fucking George Kelly right here." So everybody, I want you to subscribe to Slice My Life Gaming, and yo, do not fucking click off that shit,
That
or
was a
you
real
know
one.
what's gonna happen.
John,
We're making
we're trying
threats
to
early
make this a
today.
regular thing. We're making threats early. Yeah, yo, Logie, you weren't here the first time. There were mad threats. Um,
The threats are coming early and they're coming often. I just want to let you guys know
the
that.
threats
You
are
click
early
off.
and
We
often.
have your IP. We have your address. We have your job. We know where your mom is. That's all I'm gonna
We
say.
know who your
All right, go
mom
ahead.
is.
Take the floor.
Nah. I was just saying we're trying to make this like a regular thing. We're trying to figure out like a
Yeah.
schedule for it. I'm thinking like maybe like either Fridays, but like sometimes that's not great with like a weekend. But like maybe Sundays would be a good time that we all can
Sundays
stream
are
with Dara.
tough, bro. Because
Sundays are tough.
Sundays are sick, bro. Because I'm literally no tough, like in a good way. Because I'm
Oh,
literally
okay,
doing
okay,
nothing on
okay.
Sundays.
All right,
Like
bet. Well,
even if I did something on the weekend, I'm always back for Sunday.
bet. All right,
Yeah,
we'll
Sundays
make
work for me
Sunday.
too.
Bet. All right, so we'll make Sunday
Yo,
Sunday
but
then.
yo, but real quick, can we talk about this breaking news today
Biden drops
in the
out.
media that I
Oh,
found out
Yeah,
on a
bro.
beach, bro?
Biden?
Like one of my boys told me, I walked back from the water and he's like, he's like, yo, Biden dropped out of the election. I'm like, you're fucking lying. He's like, yo, you're trolling. You're like, he literally had a smile on his face when he said it. He showed me the news article, bro. I thought that egomaniac would quickly Germany. I thought he would never fucking drop out of that shit. Honestly, like that was such a surprise to me.
It
Yeah,
came as a
I thought
shock
it
to
was
me as
pretty
well, man.
disingenuous. I thought that I mean, if Joe Biden was related to me, he was my grandpa and my father, there's no way I would be like, yo, Pops, I'm going to put you through 4 more years of this. Like, I felt like it should have, as old as he is, I think his family should have been like, hey, dude, it's time to stop stressing yourself out with this shit and making yourself look crazy
Bro, he's
in front of
81.
the American
He's
people.
81, bro. That's insane.
Yeah. He's the
I mean, Trump isn't
oldest
better.
president
Trump
we've
is like,
had.
what, like 76 or something? But, like, he's 81, bro.
Yo,
It's like, bro, you
yeah,
can really
that-
string a sentence together. Like, go sit down, bro. Like, go fucking sit by the water and tell kids to
Yeah.
cut your lawn. Like, I don't know, do something else.
Yo, go fall asleep at family outings in the big chair with the fucking like the lawn that the leg thing that pops up. Go be that grandpa who pushed in your mouth to mess with you. Like be that guy. No,
Be that
but listen,
guy.
I thought there was as much of a chance of Biden dropping out as Trump admitting he's not perfect.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way Trump will
Wait.
ever admit
We
he
have a
thinks he's
question
perfect, bro.
in the chat. Yo, Logie, go ahead. What's your serious question? Logie's got a serious question. We'll pose this question to Daher and John as well.
Man, don't use my government. Call me Dur.
Alright, Dur. I mean, alright, sure. Dur. John, would you like to go by an alias as well?
Yeah, John.
Yo, wait. This guy said,
It's my
do you
alias.
like pierogies? Do I like pierogies? Oh, not really. First of all, that's not a serious question.
Pierogies are delicious.
They're kind of mid. They're kind of mid.
They're
I don't think I've
delicious.
ever had it. What is that, Polish? Is that a Polish
It's like,
food?
Yeah, it's like a.
It's like
It is
like
Polish.
pasta, but like it has like stuff in it. It's like a
No.
Chef Boyardee, right?
It's not pasta.
No, it's not pasta.
No, you're thinking of the wrong thing.
Yo,
Pierogies,
you know what's
the
so
best part
funny
of
to me? You know what's so fucking funny to me is that this dude just asked you some deep ass question about the meaning of your whole channel and like the meaning of life and shit. And his next follow up is, do you like pierogies? Like out of all the questions you could ask to this entire world, you ask, do you like a fucking what is that? Like a fucking churro? Is that what it is?
It's
It
kind of like a
says
European
they're dumplings
dumpling.
with mashed potatoes in them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
let
they're
me-
like a
let me ask
European
you- let me
dumpling.
ask you-
My ex
Loki.
really liked
Like
them. My ex really liked them. That was her favorite food.
Dude, they're delicious.
No, we love you, Logie. You're a good dude. I can tell you're a good dude.
John
Hey,
is
Loki,
gonna shit
send some
on
send
all
some pierogies.
gamers.
You listen, bro. You probably go to a homeless shelter on the weekends. You pay your taxes on time. You sound like a good guy. I could tell all that about your
taxes, bro. I don't know. Logie says if you couldn't tell if he likes pierogies, Logie, I think we're all up to speed on your feelings about the pierogies.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's
what was
pierogies
it
are
about
fire.
Biden?
We were
Biden
talking about how
dropped out.
that Trump is an egomaniac and Biden's an egomaniac, and I was so surprised that one of them dropped out. Like that's actually insane to me.
Well, like I feel like Biden, it's definitely a surprise. Wait, I'm not that old yet. I don't pay taxes. Oh, no sweat, bro. Trust me, I know. Yo,
Enjoy it while you
else
can.
followed. Shout out to whoever.
Yeah,
else followed.
enjoy it.
Yeah, it's not fun. So Biden was facing immense pressure from his own party to drop out. Like we had senators, Congress people, like donors, like
Barack
he was
Obama
getting
talked to
flanked.
him to drop out.
He was getting flanked left and right about dropping out. So I was shocked to see that the news came out, but I wasn't as surprised. Now, if Trump was to like go online and be like, "I'm not perfect. I'm an ego maniac," I'd be like, "Yeah, this like the fucking sky turned purple. Like, it's impossible."
But I mean, now that Biden dropped out, I don't think that there's any hope for the Democrats to win.
So
But
that's
I
the
mean-
conversation now, right? It's like he endorsed Kamala Harris. Everyone is saying like, well, who's her running mate? And also like, what's the plan now? What's the
Guilty
game
by
plan?
guilty by association too with Biden. Like she's been with Biden this whole time.
Yeah, but
So
like you
I
know,
feel like
you're
there's gonna be a
like
lot of people who kind of hold that against her in some
yeah,
form or fashion.
I think you're right, and but there are also people, believe it or not, that like Biden. Like I don't know why you like what's there to like with Biden or Trump, but there are a lot of people who like him, and those people will like ride with Kamala since he endorsed her, and they're fucking sheeps.
Yeah, but I
And
feel like most people who are going to vote for Kamala are going to be people who just don't want to vote for Trump. Like, I
yeah,
don't think that there's much
for sure.
support for Kamala. Dude, within 4 years of her being in office, I can't name one thing that I was like, oh, Kamala Harris is actually pushing. I don't know anything about. Maybe I'm not the most politically adept, but I know that it's a very common sentiment online as well, where people are just like, well, Kamala's there and she's not Trump,
Yeah,
so
that's like
let's
usually
vote
the
for him.
case for the vice president. Like people in that role usually don't do things that are too in the limelight. But I think the Democrats are gonna really like play this game of like, yo, like she's like a black female. She'll be our first black female president. Like you know, they'll like
She's a
they'll
fucking
spin that whole
token, bro.
shit. Yeah, well, yeah,
She's a token. That's
that's
all she is to them.
she's gonna yeah, but like that's how they play politics, right? And so that's the rhetoric they're gonna use, and like all your like liberal yuppies are gonna be like, oh my god, yeah, it's like black woman president. Like who gives
The
a
blue
fuck what
haired
her
people,
policies
the blue
are?
haired people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
facts. It's like she wants to keep bombing Palestine, but who cares? She's black and female, so like that's what matters, right?
All I know, bro, is that I can't even afford to wipe my own ass, bro, because fucking toilet paper is so expensive. That's all I know, bro. Listen. I take a look at
Logie,
what
you're
they've done the past
absolutely
4
right.
years,
Yo,
and
listen to
the way
this.
they handled COVID. I mean, the way they handled that thing in 2020.
Guys,
I
I
think they
think
did a
y'all should
terrible
pull
job,
up. Y'all
and they
should
handled it
pull up
very,
the
very bad. And because of that, businesses were out,
I think
and
y'all
people are
should
still
pull
getting
up the
that to this
TikTok
day.
so you can see the
That
chat.
thing that happened, people are still getting it. Biden got it.
Wait,
It's like
John,
you eliminated it in some form or fashion, but I don't know. Was like why has the hype died down so much for that?
John,
I mean, I
John,
feel like it's
John.
you know what I mean. Like it's still
Wait,
happening,
can he not hear me?
and people are still probably
Now,
passing away from it. So why are people not covering that anymore?
Wait,
Why did it just completely die?
John.
Maybe you guys can answer that, but
Oh
I'm
shit,
confused.
what's happening? Sorry, can you hear me?
George, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Ask John if you can hear me.
Yo, John, can you hear George?
Hello?
John, can you hear me?
Oh, is the connection acting up?
Yo,
Can you
John.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, go on the TikTok stream so you guys can see the chat, so you can respond to people in the chat as well.
Did you hear what I was saying?
I did.
No, it was hard to hear you.
Yeah, we're trying to tell you something, but you couldn't hear us. But like, go to the TikTok stream so you can see the chat. But like, y'all
Oh,
can
yeah,
respond to the
yeah.
chat as well.
Oh,
So
yo, how do I
I'm
mute
trying
it?
to
I'm
tell
hearing you double.
just like mute your TikTok.
No, I don't think you can mute TikTok while you
I
have
don't know if you can mute live.
You can't mute TikTok. That's crazy.
while you're on Discord on your phone.
You
No,
can mute videos, but you can't mute like live.
Hop
Oh, you can't.
on your TikTok earlier.
Well, all right. Well, then I guess I'll just read
Sure.
the chat to you guys. So Logie asked, Logie made a good observation where he said Trump's probably gonna win because of the shooting. I completely agree. Like if there's anything that's gonna galvanize Americans, is, yeah, 1,000%. Damn, we're getting poor audio now. Fuck, here we come.
Damn, what's happening? At least I can hear you.
Yeah.
I mean, the Dar's
If you can hear me,
internet
then-
has been like pretty good so far.
Oh, can you guys? Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you. Yeah.
No, I was saying that I think I think Trump is going to win, especially because Biden is not going to be the person to oppose him. And then two, Trump had the hardest picture of the decade, bro.
Yeah,
like we're
bro,
halfway through this decade, almost halfway through this decade. Bro really got shot and then put the like the black power fist up. Like, dog, that was hard, man.
Yeah, man. Like if that doesn't win him the presidency, I don't know what will.
Hey, what was that dude's name in the chat?
Logan.
Logan.
Loki.
Logie, how many aura points do you think Trump got from
Aura
that picture?
points.
Aura points.
Bro, I'm hearing that all the time lately, bro. Like, is that like the new like Gen Z lingo?
That's like you
Yeah,
remember
it's like
swag back in like
yeah.
2012 and that shit. Now it's aura. It's like another word for that.
Yo, Logie, what's your next serious question? I feel like this guy's just gonna phrase everything he asks as a serious question.
He's about to be like, "What's your opinion on pasta?"
Facts. Oh, he said Trump got like a million to the 20th power aura points. So big aura, big aura points.
Yeah, that's a
Actually,
limited. That's an infinite aura. He's
That's
never
an
gonna run out.
infinite
He's a
aura,
fountain of aura.
quick question
He's
for you,
Mr. Aura.
Logie. Logie, I know you've been the one asking questions, but I know you said that you're too young to pay taxes. So I think this would be a good question to ask you. What's the common sentiment amongst your peers at your age on Trump? Are there a lot of people your age that are like, damn, he's kind of tough, or do most of those people also fall into the same camp where it's like, we we don't want Trump, so we're going to vote for whoever is the only
Well,
other
they
option?
probably don't vote, but they certainly have opinions, and I feel like it's mostly troll
Yeah,
based.
that's what I'm trying to get at.
Let's hear it, Logie.
But
Tell us your
I'd be
troll
interested to
opinions.
hear. And Logie, if you can let us know how old you are, I think that'll also be good too, because
Yeah,
I'd be
out
interested to
yourself.
find
Tell us
out.
your
No.
address.
Social, throw your
Yeah,
social in
if you
there.
know your social security, throw it in the chat as well. Um, no, but I'd like to hear because it sounds like you're a young kid.
Yo, Logie's 13.
Oh shit!
Oh wow! All right. Well, Logie, make sure you do your homework. It's a Sunday, so I know where you got to be tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Wait, no, actually,
Yeah.
he's in summer right now. Oh shit, he's got another
Oh
Oh
like.
yeah,
2
no
weeks.
homework from my man's, bro. No homework from my
He's
man.
playing
Nah,
Fortnite.
he
He's
doesn't.
hanging
He
out
doesn't.
with Slice My Life Gaming. That's a
Yeah,
good.
Nah, he got that summer
welcome to the
reading.
crew, Logie.
Yeah, Logie, let us know. What do most of your peers think
Like, do your
about
friends like
Trump? Do they
Trump?
think that does he have plus 1,000 aura or negative 1,000 aura? All right, whenever you drop that in the chat, George, let us know.
I got you.
Yo, I'm sorry. My ADD's kicking in.
What?
Okay, so Logie's gonna like this one. All right, so it's completely off topic. I was in the car today with some friends, and yesterday we were watching Family Guy. Right? There was an episode in Family Guy, and they were sitting in the car, like like buddy comedy back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been asking people this question. I want to see what you guys think. All right, so let me go look up the question. Hold on one sec. Keep talking. I'll get back to you with the question though. I really want to know what you guys think. Okay.
Logie says he loves.
Oh damn, Logie says he has. Yeah, Logie also said that he has tons of aura.
Yeah,
All
there
right.
it is.
All right, Logie.
Cat's out the bag.
All right, Logie. I got a question for you. All right. Would you rather be? I don't want to get George banned. Would you rather be a hobo with a 5% chance of inheriting from a rich guy? That's the first option. Or the Big H, 2 years before the end of World War II. Like,
Wait.
you
You
already
said the
done
big
messed
H?
up. Like,
Yeah, he's talking about
you
Hiroshima.
no, you are.
Would you rather?
No, I'm talking about
did
the
you just
person.
refer to Hitler as the big H?
I'm trying to not get you banned. I'm trying to not get you banned. Like you done
That's
messed up. You done
hilarious.
messed up.
The big
Like you
H.
literally like bunch of unalived Jays. So you can't go back. You got 2 more years of being the Big H. Which one are you picking,
The big
Logie?
H. The big H is crazy. Alright, yo. Logie,
I'm
go
sorry,
for
I
it.
was
Would
watching
you
that
rather
last
be the
night
big
in here.
H or be a hobo that's gonna be a unhoused person is the politically correct term these days.
Oh shit.
nonsense. Nah, John.
Oh, shit.
John, I don't care. I don't care what the politically correct term is.
Can I get your guys' answers too?
I would
I'd rather be homeless.
Yeah, I'd rather be homeless than the big H, bro. I don't want to be the big H.
What are you talking about? I'm not trying to be mustache man.
Mustache man.
You still have some time. You got 2 years to maybe make some things right before it all comes crashing down, or you could just F off to an island somewhere. Like, you got some options here. Like, you already did a bunch of bad stuff. Okay, you put it in the past. Maybe you make a better future, or you're hobo. Which one you pick?
There's no way coming back from the big H.
There's no way. Yeah, there ain't no coming back from the big H, bro. No one.
Let's say you have you have 365 times 2. You have 700, probably 820 days left, right? You could go end world hunger, right? Does that counteract all of that stuff you did? Does the aura?
No.
Does the negative and the positive balance out to 0? If you end complete world hunger, where no one in the whole world's hungry again, in those last 2 years.
I feel like that'd be a very difficult conversation to have. Like, you really can't go from the big Teresa, from Mother Teresa. You know?
Logie said he took German, and he's probably the big H great-great-grandson.
Hey, yo, ban this man.
Ban this man. Oh my
Yo,
God.
you know what I found out today, bro? I'm on that topic. You know the rapper Young Dolph?
Yeah.
You know what his real name is? Like his actual government name?
What?
Adolf, bro.
No way.
They named this guy Adolf. ADOLPH. Adolf.
That's crazy. Yo, my brother's name is Adolphus, but it's not pronounced Adolphus. It's pronounced Adolphus, but it's basically Adolphus. Like, that's his name. His name is Adolphus.
That's actually kind of tough. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like that's the type of name you give your kid if you want them to face like just to gain resilience, you know, and overcome adversity. Like, I'd rather be called Laquanda than Adolf.
Honestly,
this is why I love
probably a Laquanda out there that's gonna be really offended.
Listen, we love all the Laquandas
I was
out
saying
there.
I'd rather be her.
Listen.
We love them. We love
I don't care about. Just don't care.
I just don't want you to get banned. That's it. The TikTok algorithm is insane. Like, they're like transcripting everything you're saying right now.
Bro, Jamal is a regular ass name.
Yeah, dude.
Logie, I don't know what you're talking about.
I've met people who aren't white. People who aren't black named Jamal. It's like Arab Jamal.
Facts. Logie, go.
Tyrone's a tough name.
Like midnight, and like get kidnapped.
I feel like if you're Tyrone, like, people just don't mess with you based off your name. I don't know what it is. Like, I've never met like a little scrawny weakling Tyrone.
Yeah, that's because
I just never came across
is that you're tough, and then like if you're not, everyone like treats you like you're a bitch. So like everyone named Tyrone.
Have you ever seen that?
It's like a self.
I've personally never experienced. Yeah, you're destined from birth.
Yeah.
You get like 20,000 aura from birth just by having that name.
No. All right. So Biden drops out, right? And he endorses Kamala. And the Democratic Party doesn't know, hasn't said. I mean, this news happened today, but they haven't said anything about who's going to be her running mate. They're just in like, Obama hasn't endorsed Kamala, so we're just kind of in this limbo. Not we, because I'm not a Democrat, but they are just in this limbo right now, where they don't really have anyone on the ticket. Like, Biden endorsing Kamala doesn't mean shit. Like
if she pulled somebody like Gavin Newsom from California, the governor of California,
that might be Trump. That might be Trump.
Yeah,
Gavin might be Trump.
Yeah, and call me crazy, but Kamala might have to do it in 4 years as a VP if Gavin Newsom's on the ticket with her.
But do people from Cali like Gavin Newsom's the senator of California, right?
Governor. He's been
governor
forever,
of California.
So I would assume they like him.
My understanding is people don't really fuck with him from over there. That's what I thought. Yeah,
No,
I thought
so
people didn't fuck with Gavin.
the weird thing about California is, and I think it falls victim to the same thing as like Texas or other large ass states, that it's so big and there's so many places that are rural where you're going to have very differing opinions on stuff. Like I've gone almost through all of California, from San Francisco all the way to San Diego. Drove through it, drove through the countryside, drove through the major cities, and I've met people from all over California. And one thing that I feel like I've realized is California is so large and so it's non-homogenous in its viewpoints. The cities are very loud because that's where the majority of the population is, and you're going to always find cities that are usually cities are tend to lean on the Democratic side. But I've met people from rural parts of California, like random places like a Pescadero.
Doesn't even sound like a real place.
Fuck, I can't remember all the random. It is a real place. I slept in an RV there with a goat. And
It was hilarious.
the people there are pretty red, but they're not the same type of red that you find in like the southern parts.
Yeah, I could say.
I mean they're pretty Republican.
Nah, yo, Logie, I play on a PC. I got a Corsair Vengeance 490 or 4090. But yeah, like, are we talking? Nah, I'm not gonna say that.
Yo, say it. You won't say it. Come on.
So are we talking Native
Cross out George.
Nah, that's not even that
No.
funny. Yo, what's crazy is like, how do you like pull up to somewhere and you're like, yo, y'all are Indians, and they're like, nah, we're like not Indian, and you're like, nah, y'all are Indians. Like, how do you tell people how they should identify?
And that shit survived for almost 400 or 500 years.
Yeah, like no one cares. They're like, yo, we don't care what you call yourselves. We tell you what you are. You're an Indian.
And you have so little respect for a colony that you compare them. You know how they used to say like dots or feathers? Like you literally call them the same as the fucking Indians who are over in Asia, bro. Like there's no like difference between them that based on what Columbus did. Like that's how crazy. That's how low he viewed them, bro. He's like, I don't view you good enough to actually give you your own name, so I'm just gonna call you Indian.
Right.
That's what originally where that term came from, is from Columbus.
I never thought about this, but from the other perspective, do you think Indians get pissed? No, yo, they're not Indians. You don't claim them.
Well,
wait, you said what'd you say?
Like people from India get pissed that Native Americans are called Indians?
Yeah. Like, do you think? Because I've never thought about it from that side. Do you think like somebody in India is like, yo, bro, stop fucking up our name. Like, you're not making chicken tikka masala. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here. You're not Indian.
Hey, Logies, are you Indian? What's your ethnicity?
Nah, he said he's Hitler's grandson, so probably not.
So he's German?
Yeah.
I actually want to know, what's your nationality? Like, what do you?
He said he's 0.1% German. That's not enough German to claim.
Oh wow.
German.
Yeah, that's like you trying to. That's like you trying to be 0.1% black, bro. That's just not flying. Sorry, it's just not. They don't fly today.
Wait, John, I'm gonna take a guess. Are you Italian?
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
No, I'm just. Yeah, I get that so much, bro. I just kind of go along with it now. But nah, I'm half Puerto Rican. I'm a quarter Lebanese, and I am like, I don't fucking know, like the rest of it's like a mutt, like Russian, fucking Albanian. That's a bunch of random shit, bro. So
we got a minutes on the chat.
I just tell people Canadian and Puerto Rican. So I'm there with Trudeau, I guess. I'm like a Drake, like a fucking mixed, like a Puerto Rican Drake, bro.
Puerto Rican Drake.
Without all the extra, with all the A minor, without all that.
That's tough.
You said that's tough. Yeah, we hope I wouldn't be A minor.
Cat Williams was right. This was a tough year for celebrities. He said all these dudes are gonna. Yeah, he was on point.
Yo, what are you though? What are you mixed?
Now I'm a 100% Somali. My mom and dad are both Somali.
Oh, fire. You ever been there?
Nah, dude, it's been war torn since I was a kid.
Yeah, are those pirates real or is that just like stereotype? Like,
Actually,
is there actually dudes who ride
dude,
around and they like fucking Captain Phillips you? Like, does that actually
yeah,
happen? I'm the
yeah, it's a real
captain
thing.
now.
Dude, actually, you want to know something crazy? Um,
What?
the Somali pirates have their own stock exchange. So if you're wealthy in Somalia, you can invest in certain raids because there's a very big upfront cost on being a. 'Cause it's not as quick as being like, let me just hop on the ship and steal stuff. They usually get payouts, and a lot of these ships that come through the Gulf of Aden will have pirate insurance. So what ends up happening is these these pirates will hop on ships and take over, but it takes them 2 to 3 months to see payouts, and the payouts are massive. They're like $2 million, $3 million, and but you need somebody to cover the cost of ammo, cover the cost of pew pews, cover the cost of gas, cover the cost of food for prisoners and the guards, cover their wages.
This is
So what ends up
Pirate
happening is
Economics
people will
101,
throw.
boys. Pay attention.
Yo, why do
Yeah,
I feel
dude, it's
like I'm
crazy.
playing a strategy game right now? Like I can invest in their loadout and like fuel their boat and stuff like that. Yo,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
forget like why do people scam? Like do that. Why are there scammers out there? That's actually insane. Like just
Dude, so
invest in
Just
they'll,
Somali
invest in
pirates.
piracy. Just invest in piracy. Down with the man.
dude, people will put down 20, 40, $60,000 on specific raids depending on what kind of ship that they're willing to take. Because not all of them are the same, right? Like some of them are going to be more dangerous if they're like a passenger ship versus other ones that are doing like fishing or chemical ships.
Nah, I
So
don't
depending
play
on
Red
what kind
Dead.
of raids you have, there's different prices to invest. And these
Yo.
guys will put money towards it and get these big payouts. It's wild.
Okay, so hypothetically, I'm not asking for any certain reason or anything like that. What would one need to invest in, and like what kind of ROI do you think like one hypothetically, no reason why I'm asking, would get
Emphasis on
by
Uh,
hypothetically, chat.
allegedly, what ROI do you think somebody would get on their what is like $10,000 investment?
I mean, I think it depends on what kind of ship that
Yo.
you're
I don't know.
rating. Because
So
like
so let me ask you. I'm
you're
sorry
All
to interrupt, but
hypothetical.
if we okay, let's say that hypothetically we in GTA we actually like upgrade the investment. Can we get the Somali pirates a better boat to be able to like have a better chance at securing the bag and the loot?
yeah, but the issue isn't just the boat. Because all right, so hypothetically speaking,
Of course.
the boat isn't
Only.
the biggest factor, right? Because a small motor ship is going to be faster than a lot of these like massive tankers. They just don't move at the same rate.
Okay.
But the biggest cost comes from what happens once you're successful and land on the boat. Because hypothetically speaking, you're not getting paid out immediately, and hypothetically speaking, you're waiting on an insurance payout, which means
Oh.
you have to have food for prisoners, money for staff to watch them, and then depending on what kind of ship that you're taking over, the cost is going to be different. Because the reason why pirates exist is because of a lot of illegal activities that happen on the east coast of Africa. It started off with like South Asian or Chinese and Thai fishermen coming down to the east coast of Africa and stealing fish from Somalia once the government collapsed and there was no way for them to stop. They didn't have like a navy anymore, so they couldn't stop illegal fishing ships coming and taking their fish.
Chat,
Those
if
don't
Very
have
this
the
information
interesting.
is corroborated, no one hit me up and be like, cite your sources.
And also,
No
you know,
worries,
my next
man.
question for you is a very interesting investment opportunity you just gave there to all of our viewers. So, what are the extradition laws in Somalia from the United States?
Oh,
Preferably, maybe like the Boston, Connecticut
dude.
area,
So
like somewhere else.
Hypothetically, Hypothetically.
If you don't know, that's great. I'm just like curious mind, you know.
What are the
Actually,
extradition laws?
funny enough, there's not a bunch of There's only a handful of Americans that have been kidnapped. A lot of the people who face problems when they're on the east coast of Africa and have problems with pirates, they're either Asian or they're European. And what ends up happening, the pirates from certain parts of Europe, like if you get like a ship from Sweden that's crossing the Gulf of Aden, you'll get tried in Sweden, and you'll go to a Swedish prison or like a Norwegian prison
Rocky.
or yeah. But what ends up happening
that sounds kind of upscale Norwegian.
It's nice. But what's crazy is, so let's say that if you were a pirate hypothetically, right, and you're the one that gets caught, you'll get tried and you'll serve your time in the nation that caught you, because they're the ones that are going to be dealing with your with the ship. But what ends up happening is, oftentimes they'll say it's too dangerous to send you back to Somalia, so they'll provide you with housing and an ability to live in the EU afterwards. So if you rob like a Swedish ship and you get caught and you go to jail, you serve time in Sweden, and then
you get I heard free housing. That's what I heard. No $1,800 rent. That's what I heard.
What ended up happening with a couple of pirates?
That's how
is they got
bad the housing crisis is in America. People are ready to commit crimes and get put in like Norwegian jails. Pay rent.
No, but what ended up happening with a couple of pirates is they got caught. They served time in one of those northern European countries, and then the country once they served their time, instead of being deported, they deemed that Somalia was too unsafe to send them back, and they let them stay in their country.
That's crazy. That's a crazy hack.
Yeah.
Wow.
So imagine this. Imagine if you get like one ship or two ships, and then you get caught on your third, right? If you made $1 million, but all of your homies are back in Somalia and they hold on to the money for you, and then you serve time in Sweden, and then you get released, and they give you back that $100, the $1 million. That's kind of crazy.
So
there's no
there's
no way for the Swedish government to hold on to your money in Somalia.
Let me ask you. So you're first generation, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Like your parents came over.
Yep.
Or are you second generation? Second generation is when your grandparents came over, right?
When your when your grandparents came over.
Okay.
No, but I'm first then. My mom and dad immigrated to the U.S.
Okay, so do they have like a friend of like a friend of like a friend who maybe like knows? That's actually sick though. That is actually I did not know that. And you know what's crazy is I've been on like a cruise before that had to sail. Like, I talked to one of the staff members, and it had to sail near Somalia, and the cruise will actually lose money on their route and sail all the way around that whole area.
Yeah,
like they'll sail way out of the way. Like they'll lose so much money on gas, and they might add an extra like 1 to 2 days of sea days just so they don't have to go in this little. I don't know what the area is called. I don't know the exact name for it, but there's some area in Somalia. I want to call it like something like Pirates Bay or some shit like that. That's where they're all at. Like fucking Pirates Bay. What's it called?
Yeah, so it's the Gulf of Aden. It's the northern part of Somalia. It's the part in between the Indian Sea and the Mediterranean Sea. There's this opening that allows for people to go from the Mediterranean out into the Indian Ocean, and Somalia borders the Indian Ocean. So the reason why pirating is very lucrative is because if you're coming from east of Asia and you want to go to like Europe, you don't want to have to sail around the entire other side of the planet. You want to be able to go over the Horn of Africa, into the Mediterranean, and into the southern part of Europe or the northern part of Africa. But the part that you have to get through is called the Gulf of Aden. It's the part where Somalia borders the lower part of South Asia and parts of Southern Europe, and that's where a lot of pirating didn't start there. It started off on the far east coast because there's so many fish. on the east coast. Somalia has the longest coastline, and
Mhm.
because of that, it has some of the most like it's a huge part of Africa. It's like a skinny country, but it's very long. So fishing used to be very lucrative there, and there would be because you have such a long coastline. There's all these routes to fish on. So that's how it originally started. People from South Asia or Far East Asia would come down and steal fish from fishermen, and then they would fight back once the government collapsed. But
So
now,
it's like Grand Theft Fisherman, like GTF.
yeah,
That'd be a sick game. Like it's based in Somalia. Like your whole map is Somalia instead of like Los Santos. That's tough.
yeah, it's Mogadishu instead. But what ended up happening is they realized that all these ships, especially cargo ships, it's not as lucrative to steal from individual people, which is why you don't hear about so many like cruises getting hijacked.
Mm-hmm.
It's typically going to be cargo ships that are products that are coming from Asia to Europe or America, or chemical shipments where they're shipping chemicals back and forth, or illegally dumping. That was one of the big things that happened in Somalia, where people were illegally dumping chemicals in the waters near Somalia because there's no government to stop them. So they would raid those ships, and those ships are like they're tied to these big industries, and because of that, they would have these insurance payouts.
You just got me
I'm just talking chat.
thinking of like Captain Phillips, bro. Like, so do you think like Captain Phillips type shit? Like, basically, what a great movie that was. And the crazy part is everything you're describing. It makes the movie just look more accurate.
Yeah, dude.
Like as time goes on, everything you're saying, like that shit must be crazy to have actual people you don't know. You're driving a boat with like 10 to 15 other people, and you guys are like buddies. Like you guys are like you're in a dorm room at college, or you're with your friends in fucking like 4th grade, 5th grade, whatever age Logan is. Like you have people board your house, and you have to fight them off, or you hide. And you don't know what's going to happen. You're in the middle of the ocean. You're not near anybody. You try calling to people. They're hours away from being able to help you. And you're trapped on this metal piece of shit floating in the ocean with nothing to do. That is actually insane. I can't, like...
Dude, also, speaking of Captain Phillips, one, it's a true story. And two, one of the craziest things that blows my mind from that story is the sniper that killed the pirate. The amount of math that they have to do.
He had a lot of
it's not even being elite to the point where it's like
no, he was elite. He was.
I'm nasty. No, he is. I agree with you on that. But what I'm saying is it's not even just about being elite. The amount of math that they have to do in order to figure out when waves rock their boat versus the boat that their ops are on, and to line up a shot and when to shoot it is absolutely insane. Because it's not like having a pew pew on land when no one's like weighing, right? But on the ocean, you're on one ship that's a different size from another ship. So every wave that connects with either of you guys rocks the ship differently. And then they have to figure out when you're going to be able to pull the pew pew and when you're going to be aligned on it. And you're trying to figure out when's the best option for you off of your ship compared to their ship.
And you know what? It kind of makes you. It kind of makes you like. I don't want to use the word appreciate, but it kind of makes you give more aura to the Trump guy, because he literally had. I heard he had iron sights. You know. I played COD before. You know how hard it is to get. All right. I'm sorry, but I'm just saying, he literally, like, that just kind of shows, like, the marksmanship. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, the marksmanship is there. It was damn near, like, if Trump he had aura, so he kind of, like, maneuver, like, what's it called? He did the Matrix. Like, he literally did the Matrix. Like, what Neo did. He was Neo in that second. He became Neo. So
he
that's all
definitely
I'm gonna
like.
say.
I
I'm
mean,
not
like
trying to get too
they
grand.
like definitely like prep them for things like this. Like, hey, if you ever hear a really loud noise, maybe duck, my guy.
He was literally
Yeah.
no. He's such a, like a. Oh my god, he's such a character, bro. Like he just makes me laugh. I don't really take him serious, but he's such a kid. Like he literally turned to go look at some like little girl. You know what I mean? Like he's one of those guys. Like hey, oh hey, thank you, thank you. Like he's such a politician. He turns to like one of his fans, like a little girl over there. He's about to say like, oh yeah, even the girls, little, the children love Trump, and that all of a sudden that bullet comes through. If he wasn't such a narcissist or shit like that, he didn't turn his head to go look at his fans. We might be singing a different tune right now. Might be a whole different
Bro,
story.
the fact that it hit his ear
Also,
is
I
crazy.
mean,
This man was going for a
by no
headshot.
means,
He could have aimed for his
dude.
chest
All
and
right,
like get the job
yeah,
done.
yeah,
This man said, "Nah, I want to blow up his head." Like that guy was cooked.
yeah. But he's inexperienced.
Facts.
Number one, and number two. I don't know if you guys know this, but well, I guess number two, and then I have a number three. Number
He's
two,
like, he don't know what he's
he
doing. He should have aimed for
applied.
the chest.
He's like, I'm way better than this
First of
guy.
all, yeah. First of all, yeah. Number two, he applied for the military and got rejected. And then
Oh shit, I didn't know
also,
that.
which is crazy because he was like a ROTC kind of kid. He always was interested in like military things, but just wasn't able to make the cut. That's number two. Oh fuck, what was number three? Oh, you guys made me forget. I had one. Oh yes, I remember. Number three. This actually blew my mind. They seized his phone and a bunch of other things. Couldn't find
Wait,
any
Dari, it's
evidence of
kind of
him
hard to
being
hear you.
like
Yeah, he's like
like
straight like cutting out. Yeah,
like
for me too.
plotting this. But what they
Damn,
found
my
was
man got that doggy
Yeah,
that
before
Dari,
doggy Wi-Fi.
we can't hear you, buddy. You can't even hear us.
can
He's
you guys
just
hear
like
me now?
he's still going through his point. Yo, my fault. I didn't mean to make you go through your whole point.
It's a
At
little
least you
bit better
remember it now.
now.
That's straight. All right, go ahead.
Wait,
Yeah,
can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
yeah, you're straight.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. So point number three was he was a big fan of corn. And before he went
Like
to
OS,
go do what
like
he
he was like
did,
OS subscriber. Shit.
like he before he left, or before he went to go do what he did, he like after he whatever happened, they were looking at his phone and his web history, and they found a bunch of cornfield
Oh shit.
websites on his
Yeah,
on
not
his
the cornfield.
on his phone, which is crazy. Because dude, imagine this. There's no way that post nut clarity, I'm gonna go do what he did.
Yo, but yeah, no,
Logie
oh,
said
no, like,
he didn't
you're
even
like,
make the shooting team in high school, so that's some context.
damn, yo, damn, he's literally he's like a
Yeah,
loser. Like he literally,
he sucked at shooting. I mean, he had aspirations to join the military, just didn't have the qualifications for it.
They have the acumen, the marksman.
Yeah.
yo,
Also,
but let me ask you a question though.
big
I've
ups to
Go
Logie
ahead.
on the chat. Sorry, big ups to Logie on the chat. My man's doing his work. He's out here googling shit too.
Yo, so let me ask you a question, right? I would say Logie can agree with me on this one. I would say that 99.9999% of guys watch that shit at some point in their life. Maybe you go through like hiatuses, you stop for a
They
little
said
bit, but you
Logie
always
can
come back.
agree with me
You
on
always
this one.
you always find your way home. You always come back to grandma's house. Like, does that make a difference in like
Yeah,
his
I don't
character?
know.
That was
Yeah,
it.
John, great point. They want to harp on that, like, oh look how dirty he is. Like this is how you know he was a
It's
bad person. He watched porn, like shut your
dirty.
dumbass up.
Dirty.
Like right. I'm like your husband, your sons, your granddad, like they're all doing it. So like don't try and shame this guy for
I mean,
rolling one out.
My
for,
Wait, wait,
point.
wait.
Oh,
Always come back.
I wasn't trying to.
spanking the monkey.
I wasn't
No,
trying
no,
to shame him for it.
not you, but that's
What
what
I
the
was
media
thinking
is
was
doing. That's what the
the
media is
fact.
doing.
You're saying what the
Yeah, but
narrative is. That's the narrative.
well, no, let me say this part though. I'm not saying that regardless of whether or not it's okay to do it, but to do it and have
Are
post
we
nut
talking about
clarity
choke the
and then
chicken or
follow
like
through
spank
is
the monkey?
absolutely insane. Yeah, I'm talking about choking the chicken. Dude, to choke the chicken and then be like, yo, I'm gonna go commit one of the wildest crimes of the decade. It's insane. But I feel like you have to be like, all right, bro, maybe I should rethink this.
Maybe he thought he'd be more relaxed
Yeah,
if he did
facts.
that.
Yeah, he did it to calm himself
Because
down.
sometimes you just kind of like, you know,
John
I don't
has
want to get
tons of
George
experience
banned.
in this, by the way. No, I have the 18 plus thing on now, so
I was gonna
I
say
mean,
something about the
I can
green.
still get
I
banned,
was gonna
but
say the green. It's like after the green, like it's kind of like similar. Like
well,
you just
it's
like
legal in
chill, you
Mass,
know.
so
Oh, okay. I don't know how TikTok feels about it. I know it's Chinese ran. I don't know how Chinese communists feel about the green. Like I never see like fucking Maze. What's the guy's name? Mao Zedong? No, that's the old
No,
guy.
that's the
no,
old
that's the
He was
guy.
from a
old
while
He's
back.
been
This
dead
is
for a
G
while.
Ping.
Wrong generation,
Xi
right?
Jinping. Yeah,
Xi
wrong
G Ping. I've
Jinping.
never
generation.
seen G Ping like with like a fucking bong like in the corner. I've never
Winnie
seen
the
that shit.
Pooh.
But imagine though. Imagine he was like a fiend, bro. Oh shit. I'm sorry. All right, back on topic. What were you saying? You were saying that. You're
This is
saying
why the
that.
people come here.
You were saying that the okay. So him doing that, it subtracts accuracy points on his aim, right? Like,
No, I'm saying that I can't even think about doing anything violent after choking the chicken.
well, you think about it this way. Like,
John's like, I
he
definitely
kind of
can.
might have
Let me let me paint the picture.
he might have viewed that scenario like how an athlete views before a championship game, right? Like let's say that you're Tom Brady, you're about to go to the Super Bowl, and you have like one chance to make this big thing happen. Maybe he has a routine. Maybe that was his routine where he would do that, go to the shooting range, come home, maybe do it again. I don't know. I don't know what this guy did, but
Logie
maybe
wants you
he
guys to
like
know
he
it's a
carved.
very normal thing to choke the chicken.
He probably carved up before. He probably carved up. He probably meditated. He probably went to the gym. He
Carved
probably
up
did a bunch.
wild.
He's an athlete. It was like a championship game for him. That's basically how he viewed it. Regardless on what the outcome was, he probably like was like, "Yo, this is my moment. I'm gonna be in the history books."
I mean, he would have been. I
Little
mean,
did he know,
he probably
he choked
already
it.
is,
He choked.
honestly. Actually,
Dude,
they
choked,
gave him
man.
the name.
I've
Yo, but apparently I heard
I've
that there was a
just
cop that came onto the roof that he was on, and he pointed the AR at the
yeah.
cop, and the cop was like, "I'm all set." The cop left.
Oh,
They
he
didn't
That
was
even
cop
bother
has
to
no.
warn anyone.
negative
Yo,
aura.
he's a crash out, bro. He actually is a crash out. Oh,
All right,
Red. He said, "Yo, fuck you, Fed." He was
let's
like, "Yo, I want to
let's
say
be
something to you."
real. Let's be real. If you climbed a ladder and then someone pointed a gun on you or a pew pew on you, I would also just climb down and be like, I didn't see anything.
I'm gonna climb
Which
down
is
too, but
also
I'm
why
gonna
I should
tell
be a cop.
somebody. I'm gonna tell somebody. Like this man didn't even say anything. Like, bro, you aren't endangered anymore. Like, what the fuck?
Yo, can we talk about how he was a Republican? Like, how that doesn't make any damn sense to me. Like, my mind is all
See, no
confused
one
by
is
that.
talking
Why
about
would you
that
want to
part
do that
enough.
for your
No one's
own
talking about
party?
that part enough. That like he was a Republican
So
trying to take him out.
We need motive.
my
FBI,
my
do your shit. CIA, whatever fucking like
All right, we're gonna
Fed,
hop
whatever,
on
what do your shit, bro?
hop on a different game now, folks. We're gonna go on Helldivers before we end the stream. Done with Palwrld for the day. Thanks,
so
Palwrld. So we got 3
my
followers today,
my
guys.
my perspective on this. Hey, thank all of you guys, and hey, big shout outs to my boy Logie. Money throwing questions
Yeah, he's holding the
in the
chat
chat.
down. Logie is holding the chat down, and he dropped a follow too. That's respect, Logie. Shout out to you.
Hey, Logie, real quick. 1 through 10. How has this stream been so far in terms of
Yeah,
like entertainment
give us a review of the
and
quality of the
and
stream.
like learning and like everything you've
He
taken out of
said
it?
best stream. Yeah, let's
Also,
go. The formula works, baby.
Dude, Slice of Life told me that when you turn 16, he's gonna buy you a car. So
Chill with that.
stay
Chill
subscribed.
with that.
Nah, listen, Logie. A streamer always remembers their first ever like subscriber and person who's consistently in their chat. I'm telling you, it's a thing. Kai Cenat, he could probably tell you his first ever guy who was in his chat.
Honestly,
It's like you don't forget.
Logie, if we make millions off this, I'll buy you a car.
Get that Cybertruck.
Logie, actually, you know what, Logie? If Slice of Life makes more than $500 a month and you're the first subscriber, I will send you cookies, cakes, food, whatever you
But he
need. You
wasn't the
get
first subscriber though. Also, there's somebody else
nah,
in
but
this.
he's the coolest.
There's somebody
He
else in
wasn't the
the
first. He was the
chat, and
one
they're
who
just
stayed.
watching. Yo, subscribe. I have Craig.
How many?
Yeah.
Craig still. Yo, Craig, subscribe, bro. Been here for mad
How many
long.
watchers you got right now?
Right now it says we have 128.
Ooh, we broke the 100 mark. Hell yeah, let's go.
Back
Logie,
Nice.
no matter
Very
what though,
nice.
or 128
when
people that viewed.
if you the moment
Very
that
nice.
Slice of Life makes $500 from streaming, I promise you, I will send you one Uber Eats order, no matter what you want.
You know, Logies. You know, Domino's is doing. I should get a brand new. You know, Domino's is doing a promotion on Uber Eats for the first 6 million people. First 6 million people who go through Uber Eats to buy a Domino's pizza. You have to pay a $2 service charge, and you get a full
Yo,
large size pizza.
Logie said he wants the
Now,
whole BK menu.
Logie,
I can't swing that
once
Logie's
big,
a
but
thick
once
ass boy.
Domino's, yes.
oh
Logie's a thick
no no
ass
no
boy.
He's a doughboy. Doughboy.
Logie, once Slice of Life hits 500 streams,